Hello there, welcome to PlayStation Grenade. The new season of Fortnite Battle Royale is here and it's packed with Marvel goodness. If you're new around these parts, this is the series in which we look at everything that has changed on the island, from the monumental to the minuscule, from the new POIs to gnomes with Brutus masks on. We'll get to that one soon. Please think about using code Adamaru to support these shenanigans, and let's uncover the secrets of Fortnite Chapter 2 Season 4. Hit the music. First, let's rewind a few days to reveal the Marvel tie-in and Thor's hammer crashing down near Salty Springs. A few days ago, we all tried to lift the mighty Mjolnir, but to no avail. In-game though, right now, the hammer is gone. Thor has reclaimed it, leaving a divot in the ground. The hammer may have only been there a few days, but those were good memories. Each of the Marvel characters who were brought to the island by Lady Sif used the Bifrost to travel, and each of them left behind a scorched mark on the ground which can be found to the south of the Authority on this hillside. You can hear the grass singeing in the heat, which is a really cool touch. Close by, the most wow factor update of the season can be found, a group of perished Sentinels. These mutant hunting robots were a key part of the X-Men comics back in the 1990s, and by the looks of them, they've already bumped into Wolverine and Storm. The detail here is phenomenal. It's also a perfect spot for taking photos, like a high five with this guy. And I can't explain this shot. I've no idea what Penny is doing to that guy's junk. A thing of note is the broken building. This fight has left wreckage and will likely be rebuilt over the coming season, maybe repurposing those Sentinel parts too. Let's move away from big changes for a moment and look at a petite one. Get your butt into the Authority and look what's going down. This POI is being packed away. A big change is coming soon. All the memorabilia is in boxes and webs and dust are taking over. Sadly, it looks like the Brutus storyline we've been building towards is no more. Well, that's what I thought until I went into the rafters. Here is a secret shrine to Brutus. His mask, his picture, and his love interest are here. There is way more to find out, isn't there? Let's unpack that another day. We got map secrets to find. Also note though, there is a henchman here who won't attack unless provoked. And there's also another one at Retail Row. We'll get to that very soon. Just outside the Authority, look in the water and you'll spot the foundations of the old wall. I wonder why they kept the foundations. Is this place going to change again? If we had to guess, will this become Avengers Tower or a stronghold to fight off Galactus in the live event? I can't wait to find out. Is anyone big-brained enough to predict what will happen here on the island? On to more huge stuff and the update at Pleasant Park. Wow, this place has been flooded, it's been rebuilt, and now Dr. Doom has taken residence here. His castle home is filled with images of himself, which is kind of weird, right? So I took it upon myself to redecorate slightly. Much better. I'm sure you'll agree. In the basement, we can spot a prison cell, which could be something in the future, but the best part is in the loft. Dr. Doom has a man cave, complete with an evil villain desk. Oh, and there's also a vault under the soccer field, football pitch, whatever you want to call it, you do you. This is a really impressive POI now, and undoubtedly this will be one of the hottest drops for the rest of the season. So, I visited the farm to check up on the hayman. And holy shizzle my nizzle, he has gone. I searched everywhere and even tried to find him where the original Iron Man was. Remember back in the day, we always thought they would meet up. But last season the Pipe Man was lost to the flood, so I thought about giving up. But then I visited the castle ruins and lo and behold, this wholesome goodness. The bros finally found each other. An epic high five ensues. Back when Chapter 2 began, we begged Epic to let these two behemoths meet up, and now perfection has arrived. And to keep a joke we do at the start of every season, if you come here and high five these bros, you will win the game 110%. It's true, just check the comments. Fortnite hacks confirmed. Here's a very interesting update. Remember Crackshot's cabin? This place has now gone and has been replaced with a farmhouse. Tony Stark is currently building here, and it feels a great deal like the work of the scientist in Season X. Back then, the Thick Visitor made rift beacons, which became new POIs all season long. And look at what Iron Man is doing now. These red solar power units are found everywhere on the island. Could he be doing something similar to adapt the island in coming weeks? Fingers crossed he can change the island. And while we're talking about Tony Stark, I'm sure you've noticed the Stark tech and bots which can be found near the Quinjets. Defended by bots, I mean real bots, not players like me, we can grab new tech. But one site is better than the rest, as it has a punching bag. If I could play the Rocky theme tune right now, I'd be all over it. Now let's go over to Retail Row. A new building has arrived here, the offices of Jennifer Walters. She's the lady who becomes She-Hulk in the comic books after a blood transfusion with Dr. Banner. How cool is it that she has a direct tie-in, subtle enough to miss, but there for the fans of Marvel to notice. I love it. And here in Retail Row there is also a single building which has changed every season. It was once a Halloween store, it then became a Christmas shop, and then it became a face-off between Ghost and Shadow. And as you know, Shadow kicked buttocks and this place became their office. But today, things have changed again. The sign outside has been removed, and inside, just like the Authority, the cleanup has begun. Shadow are no more. And like usual, there's a cool Easter egg to be found for us map change fanatics. Check him out. Graham the Gnome's minion, wearing a Brutus mask and carrying an ego file. How meta can one character be? I wonder if Graham has a new plan. Oh, and also note here, the Brutus image is being taken down. The same one as the Authority. We never got the answers we deserved. Am I missing something right now, or is the Brutus sub-story over? I'm not ready for it to be over. With that in mind, I travelled over to the grotto, Brutus's original home, to see if it was still sealed and flooded. And yeah, it is. But then I saw this. Lines in the water, which usually indicate something will change here later in the season. So it may not change right away, but later in Season 4, something will be added to this POI, and hopefully give us some more Brutus goodness. Or maybe this will become Black Panther's Rock Mountain, like in the comic books, or the film Black Panther predictions. Let's do this. Want to see another weird update? Well, get your butt over to Camp Cod. The place has changed back to the pre-flood era, but there is something which is very strange. Go inside the building and you will find a house full of urns and vases. Vases. How the heck do you say that word? Anyway, it's weird here, look at it. In fact, all around the map, the cleanup has begun to remove Shadow from existence. Some POIs, though, have vanished completely. Deadpool's yacht is no more. And that random fishing port we had 3 weeks ago, that's gone too, the one near Steamy Stacks. Down in Weeping Woods, the buildings have been reset, but look at the RV outside. Wolverine has been here. The only other update in the woods is where the Misfit Genome War started in the bunker under a cabin. Today, all those characters have been removed, and it looks like this. This will become a place for S.H.I.E.L.D. to monitor the island. So I checked on other outposts, and yes, Shadow is being deleted from existence. Everything is being renovated. Midas's legacy will soon be forgotten. Remember all those ritual sites we can find everywhere on the island? They have the icons of gods of elements like water, fire, thunder, that sort of thing. Well, there is a brand new one that has been added this season, and it's at the top of this mountain. It looks like a place for Thor to regain his powers, maybe as part of a questline for him or maybe Storm. Let's watch this place. Hang on, I feel like there's something missing here. There it is! Hut Watch is continuing to grow. This week the fencing is in place on the first layer. It's slow progress. At this rate we could have an official POI by, I don't know, chapter 7 maybe? Fingers crossed. Hut Watch forever! Next, I double checked on Graham to make sure he was okay. And yeah, he's fine, and the radio tower he lives in hasn't had any changes at all. But that's when I noticed, in the sky, we can actually see Galactus approaching. Extremely slowly. The live event at the end of the season is going to blow our minds. Hopefully we'll see the Avengers take down Galactus using their unique powers, and maybe we'll join in too. Up to this point, we've spectated in live events. Could this be the season we become integral to the story and join in? One more thing to go over, and it's a big thing of the season. The crustaceans. Last season we watched as the wobbly blobs began to go through the evolution of man. Wobbly blobs. I say stupid stuff, don't I? Anyway, they built a small colony, they pillaged the seas as pirates, they created Egyptian sculptures, and then a city to be proud of. Then they got a bit ahead of themselves. They made a rocket, sent it into space, and finally, they caused a nuclear mushroom cloud to eviscerate themselves. Right now, they live like this. What has gone on here? It's like a colony of cyborgs, part crustacean, part robot. If this was a DC season, I'd suggest a different comic book hero was involved. But right now, the crustaceans are evolving quicker than we could ever expect. Any guesses on what will happen next? So there we have it, a metric ton of updates, and we didn't even talk about fishing. Let me know if I've missed anything and I'll include it next week. On screen now are a bunch of awesome people who've used code Adamaru in the store. I thank you, I really appreciate you. Next time I'll be naming all the Battle Pass legends, so look out for that next time. I'm Adam from PlayStation Grenade. It's been a pleasure. I'll see you next time.